Today's reading from the Old Testament, Exodus chapter 15 verse 1 to chapter 16 verse 36. Then Moses sings, and the sons of Israel, this song to Yahweh, and they speak, saying, I sing to Yahweh, for triumphing he has triumphed. The horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. My strength and song is Yah, and he is become my salvation. This is my God, and I glorify him, God of my father, and I exalt him. Yahweh is a man of battle, Yahweh is his name. Chariots of Pharaoh and his force, he has cast into the sea, and the choice of his captains have sunk in the Red Sea. The depths cover them, they went down into the depths as a stone. Your right hand, O Yahweh, has become honorable in power, your right hand, O Yahweh, crushes an enemy. And in the abundance of your excellence, you throw down your withstanders, you send forth your wrath, it consumes them as stubble. And by the wind of your anger, waters have been heaped together, flowings have stood as a heap, depths have been congealed, in the heart of a sea. The enemy said, I pursue, I overtake, I apportion spoil, my soul is filled with them, I draw out my sword, my hand destroys them. You have blown with your wind, the sea has covered them, they sank as lead in mighty waters. Who is like you among the gods, O Yahweh? Who is like you, honorable in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? You have stretched out your right hand, earth swallows them. You have led forth in your kindness, the people whom you have redeemed. You have led on in your strength, to your holy habitation. Peoples have heard, they are troubled, pain has seized inhabitants of Philistia. Then chiefs of Edom have been troubled, mighty ones of Moab, trembling seizes them. All inhabitants of Canaan have melted. Terror and dread fall on them, by the greatness of your arm, they are still as a stone, until your people pass over, O Yahweh, until the people pass over, whom you have purchased. You bring them in, and plant them, in a mountain of your inheritance, a fixed place for your dwelling you have made, O Yahweh, a sanctuary, O Lord, your hands have established. Yahweh reigns, for all time and forever. For the horse of Pharaoh has gone in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and Yahweh turns back the waters of the sea on them, and the sons of Israel have gone on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam the inspired one, sister of Aaron, takes the timbrel in her hand, and all the women go out after her, with timbrels and with choruses. And Miriam answers to them, Sing to Yahweh, for triumphing he has triumphed, the horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. And Moses causes Israel to journey from the Red Sea, and they go out to the wilderness of Shur, and they go 3 days in the wilderness, and have not found water. And they come to Marah, and have not been able to drink the waters of Marah, for they are bitter, therefore one has called its name Marah. And the people murmur against Moses, saying, What do we drink? And he cries to Yahweh, and Yahweh shows him a tree, and he casts it into the waters, and the waters become sweet. He has made a statute for them there, and an ordinance, and he has tried them there. And he says, If you really listen to the voice of your God Yahweh, and do that which is right in his eyes, and have listened to his commands, and kept all his statutes, none of the sickness which I laid on the Egyptians do I lay on you, for I, Yahweh, am healing you. And they come to Elim, and there are 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamp there by the waters. And they journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the sons of Israel come to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month of their going out from the land of Egypt. And all the congregation of the sons of Israel murmur against Moses and against Aaron in the wilderness. And the sons of Israel say to them, Oh that we had died by the hand of Yahweh in the land of Egypt, in our sitting by the flesh pot, in our eating bread to satiety. For you have brought us out to this wilderness to put all this assembly to death with hunger. And Yahweh says to Moses, Behold, I am raining bread from the heavens for you, and the people have gone out and gathered the matter of a day in its day, so that I try them whether they walk in my law or not. And it has been on the 6th day, that they have prepared that which they bring in, and it has been double above that which they gather day by day. And Moses says, Aaron also, to all the sons of Israel, evening, and you have known that Yahweh has brought you out from the land of Egypt. And morning, and you have seen the glory of Yahweh, in his hearing your murmurings against Yahweh, and what are we, that you murmur against us? And Moses says, in Yahweh's giving to you flesh to eat in the evening, and bread in the morning to satiety, in Yahweh's hearing your murmurings, which you are murmuring against him, and what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against Yahweh. And Moses says to Aaron, say to all the congregation of the sons of Israel, come near before Yahweh, for he has heard your murmurings. And it comes to pass, when Aaron is speaking to all the congregation of the sons of Israel, that they turn toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of Yahweh is seen in the cloud. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the sons of Israel. Speak to them, saying, between the evenings you eat flesh, and in the morning you are satisfied with bread, and you have known that I am your God Yahweh. And it comes to pass in the evening, that the quail comes up, and covers the camp, and in the morning there has been the lying of dew around the camp. And the lying of the dew goes up, and behold, on the face of the wilderness is a thin, bare thing, thin as hoarfrost on the earth. And the sons of Israel see, and say to one another, what is it? For they have not known what it is, and Moses says to them, it is the bread which Yahweh has given to you for food. This is the thing which Yahweh has commanded. Gather of it, each according to his eating, an omer for the counted head, and the number of your persons, take, each, for those in his tent. And the sons of Israel do so, and they gather, he who is gathering much, and he who is gathering little. And they measure with an omer, and he who is gathering much has nothing over, and he who is gathering little has no lack, each according to his eating they have gathered. And Moses says to them, let no man leave of it until morning. And they have not listened to Moses, and some of them leave of it until morning, and it brings up worms and stinks, and Moses is angry with them. And they gather it morning by morning, each according to his eating, when the sun has been warm, then it has melted. And it comes to pass on the 6th day, they have gathered a second bread, 2 omers for one, and all the princes of the congregation come in, and declare it to Moses. And he says to them, it is that which Yahweh has spoken, a rest, a holy Sabbath to Yahweh, is tomorrow. That which you bake, bake, and that which you boil, boil, and all that is remaining, let it rest for yourselves for preservation until the morning. And they let it rest until the morning, as Moses has commanded, and it has not stunk, and a worm has not been in it. And Moses says, eat it today, for today is a Sabbath to Yahweh, today you do not find it in the field. 6 days you gather it, and in the 7th day, the Sabbath, there is none in it. And it comes to pass on the 7th day, some of the people have gone out to gather, and have not found. And Yahweh says to Moses, how long have you refused to keep my commands and my laws? See, because Yahweh has given the Sabbath to you, therefore he is giving to you on the 6th day bread of 2 days. Each abide in his place, no one goes out from his place on the 7th day. And the people rest on the 7th day. And the house of Israel calls its name manna, and it is as white coriander seed, and its taste is as a cake with honey. And Moses says, this is the thing which Yahweh has commanded. Fill the omer with it, for a charge for your generations, so that they see the bread which I have caused you to eat in the wilderness, in my bringing you out from the land of Egypt. And Moses says to Aaron, take 1 pot, and put the fullness of the omer of manna in there, and let it rest before Yahweh, for a charge for your generations. As Yahweh has given command to Moses, so Aaron lets it rest before the testimony, for a charge. And the sons of Israel have eaten the manna for 40 years, until their coming to the land to be inhabited. They have eaten the manna until their coming to the extremity of the land of Canaan. And the omer is 1/10 of the ephah. Today's reading from the New Testament, Matthew chapter 24 verse 45 to chapter 25 verse 15. Who, then, is the servant, faithful and wise, whom his Lord set over his household, to give them the nourishment in season? Blessed that servant, whom his Lord, having come, will find doing so. Truly I say to you that he will set him over all his substance. And if that evil servant may say in his heart, My Lord delays to come, and may begin to beat the fellow servants, and to eat and to drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant will arrive in a day when he does not expect, and in an hour of which he does not know, and will cut him off, and will appoint his portion with the hypocrites. There will be the weeping and the gnashing of the teeth. Then will the kingdom of the heavens be likened to 10 virgins, who, having taken their lamps, went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were prudent, and 5 foolish. They who were foolish, having taken their lamps, did not take with themselves oil. And the prudent took oil in their vessels, with their lamps. And the bridegroom lingering, they all nodded and were sleeping. And in the middle of the night a cry was made, Behold, the bridegroom comes, go forth to meet him. Then all those virgins rose, and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the prudent, Give us of your oil, because our lamps are going out. And the prudent answered, saying, Lest there may not be sufficient for us and you, go rather to those selling, and buy for yourselves. And while they are going away to buy, the bridegroom came, and those ready went in with him to the wedding feasts, and the door was shut. And afterward come also the rest of the virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. And he answering said, Truly I say to you, I have not known you. Watch therefore, for you have not known the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man comes. For, as a man going abroad called his own servants, and delivered to them his substance. And to one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his several ability, went abroad immediately. Today's reading from the Psalms, chapter 20 verse 7 to chapter 21 verse 3. Some of chariots, and some of horses, and we of the name of our God Yahweh, make mention. They have bowed and have fallen, and we have risen and stationed ourselves upright. O Yahweh, save the King, he answers us in the day we call. To the overseer, a psalm of David. Yahweh, the King is joyful in your strength, how greatly he rejoices in your salvation. You gave the desire of his heart to him, and you have not withheld the request of his lips. Selah. For you put blessings of goodness before him, you set a crown of fine gold on his head. Today's reading from the Proverbs, chapter 4 verse 18 to verse 19. And the path of the righteous is as a shining light, going and brightening until the day is established. The way of the wicked is as darkness, they have not known at what they stumble.